Hi, Capricorn. Okay, so we are getting in the mood for love. You just feel more relaxed. You're into it. Just go easy. No need to rush. Keep it as cool and simple and uncomplicated as you can. If you feel something, you feel it. If you want to say something, you do. If you don't and you just want to chill, chill. It's yours anyway. As always with everything, what's yours is yours. So you kind of have a flirty feeling going on this month because you're like, okay, I accept this. What's mine is mine. Love is coming to me. I accept it. I open myself to this possibility. And that's pretty uncharacteristic for the Capricorn nature. You don't open those doors too often, you know? So it's cool that they're open, and there's such a sense of optimism here. New beginnings and such. Knight of Swords, Ace of Swords. If you are dealing with an air sign, they are coming in super, super strong. This is someone who has a whole new thing planned. They have a whole new direction they want to go in, and they might want you to break away from some stuff for them, because they think it's the right thing to do. This is someone headstrong, someone who has a lot of ideas, a lot of thoughts. Bottom of the deck, Four of Wands, and then the Leo card, the Strength card. So part of this Ace of Swords new beginning here has to do with commitment, relationship, but also the Leo card has been showing up a lot. The Leo energy has been showing up a lot, which has to do with family. It has to do with community, the way we deal with people. They're a pack animal. It has to do with, looks like more than one person. It could be that you're trying to decide between someone who's pursuing you and someone who's more cat-like that you have pursued. It's all in a state of flux, but it's a good flux. Four of Wands. You don't have to worry. You can't mess this up. That's the cool thing about when something is actually yours. You don't have to rush at it. You don't have to chase it. The Knight of Swords and Ace of Swords, sorry, I'm just like two thoughts at once here. Knight of Swords, Ace of Swords is also you rushing to cut something off so something new can begin. And where you have to be aggressive in that way, you should be. Because the Ace of Swords wants to be used. It is endings and new beginnings. So cut off what isn't working so you can move towards this Four of Wands energy, which is great for you. And then the Strength card. So love, family, all the things. Queen of Cups. There's a lot of emotion right now with you. It's uncharacteristic for Capricorns to be this in their feels, but you are. You're totally in your feels. Thus the hearts. You're totally in your feels, and it's okay. It's so cute. It's all right to want, you know, the Four of Wands. It's okay to, like, say to yourself, you know, I don't want to be, like, by myself. I don't want to feel isolated. I don't want to stay in this space where I feel lonely. You know, I don't have to. You are realizing more and more how a lot of this is self-imposed. And by this, I mean the Eight of Swords energy. Just an energy of, even if I'm surrounded by people, I'm alone. Because my thoughts are, you know, for Capricorn, the Eight of Swords is, I have to do this, and I should also have this, and I want to go in this direction, and what about this part of my life, and what does that say about me, and how far have I gotten in this way, and all of a sudden you've got these 8 swords around you. But the Queen of Cups is about, you know, it's that abundance of water that's going to come in and, you know, raise you up out of this entire thing. Free you, your emotions, your ability to really tap into your heart center and your feelings this month frees you. It frees you from that self-imposed despair, that self-imposed loneliness. And we know from the Knight of Swords that the month starts off aggressive. And then the Ace of Swords, here's another sword, here's another weapon. And then the Four of Wands, manifestation. A stable manifestation. Four wands, 4 sticks, holding something up. Enough to make some space. It's foundational. Some would even say, looking at this, that there's so much good stuff going on towards the end of the month that it can't possibly be real. You've got to be kidding. Oh, she or he is also doing this. They also got this. This also happened for them. Like, the Ace of Swords are opportunities that are coming in that makes everyone around you be like, whoa, really? But I would say let your successes speak for themselves and don't say much. You know, you don't need to. Everything is so attractive right now around you, being attracted to you. You don't need to say much. You can just, you know, if people think that it's too good to be true, everything that's going on with you, or if they think that you're too good to be true, let them, you know it's no cap. Let them. You know what's up. You know that you're like solid. You're good. That's why your heart center is even open. You know, Capricorns aren't frivolous like that. They don't just like open their hearts up just because they want to or they feel like it. It's like when everything else is in order, when everything else is going well, like you guys have your lives together. So it makes sense that you would now turn your attention to, maybe I want some love. Maybe I'd like to try this out, let somebody in. And that's such a great casual way to do it, because that's exactly what's going to bring you success this month. Be casual. Not like in your feelings. You're obviously never casual in your feelings. Be casual in the way that you let this relationship come to you. I wonder why it's so hard for me to speak right now. It's like you guys want to talk about something, but you don't want to say it. And you're like tripping over your words and being really like giddy. Are most of you in love already or what? Because you're all like tripping over yourselves. Okay. Well, stay in your power. You know what happens when Capricorns fall in love. They have a tendency to hand all their power over. And then later they feel terrible about it. Stay in your power. Don't despair. 8 of Swords, no. 9 of Cups, yes. Right? Draw from that Strength card. What do you need to know? Resilience. Lions heal quickly. They get over things. They move along. They flow from their heart center, which is exactly what's going on with you. Queen of Cups, stay in touch with your feelings. That doesn't mean allowing yourself to just get sad. Being sad isn't necessarily staying in touch with your feelings. That's one feeling. There are many feelings, right? Stay in touch with that which you can't seem to let go of. See it. See how it keeps you back. See where you're still just not letting go of something and how that will hold you back. Because everything else is going new. Everything else is about prosperity. And it's the kind of prosperity you can be proud of. 9 of Cups. You know, in that way, the 4 of Pentacles is very positive. It's a prosperity you can be proud of because you stuck to who you are and what you are and are successful in spite of sticking to your ideals, which is a really big deal. The kind of success you enjoy now that people are like, oh, that's too good to be true. What is that person doing? What's that Capricorn doing? Whoa, that's a lot of success. You know, are you sure they're actually doing that? Or is that just like, are they just saying they're doing that? Part of why it's so hard for people to believe is because you did it your own way. 3 of Swords. Now, where you are holding on to things that are really, really bad for you, it's like really bad for you this month to do it. This is not the month that Aquarius energy just doesn't indulge the the insecurities of the heart. Aquarius season is like, no, that's not good for you. I don't care why you think you need it. That's not good for you. We're not doing that. Just doesn't make sense. And so that's thrown in your face this month, you know, where you really need to let something go. But it's like, it's not balanced enough yet. Like, there's 4 pentacles and there's only 3 swords. You know, it's like, I can keep taking this level of hurt because I'll just keep regenerating. No, you can't, and no, you won't, and Aquarius season won't let you get away with it anyway. Knight of Swords, Ace of Swords. Right at the beginning of February, you're going to be like, okay, letting go of all this, letting the new good stuff come in. Let that air sign come in. That air sign's probably got what you need to cut the bad stuff out of your life anyway. Nice long road there. I like it. Now, about this 8 of Swords, 9 of Cups. It's easy when you do reach a certain level of success or contentedness that you can feel isolated by that. You can feel isolated by really positive things. So it's a theme for you guys this month to really go out there, talk to people, hang out with people. You know, don't eat by yourself. Go eat with other people. Do things so you're feeling rested and feeling content and feeling safe and secure, but also that you're out there. Because if you are not in love yet, if you go out there, you might fall in love this month. And if you are already in love, it's important to go out there so you don't start to go too much into your head and start thinking all kinds of things that, you know, don't apply at all, but you have this baggage that you're holding on to. Excuse me, 4 of Pentacles, 3 of Swords. This baggage that you're holding on to that may get to you, 8 of Swords. So fresh air, being outside, focusing on the positive, strength. And then there is the Death card, the Scorpio. Is this the... I'm afraid to ask. Is this? There's a lot of that going around. So are we finally realizing that the Scorpio is toxic or nah? See, but they're so toxic that they don't want to let go either. They do this like silent not letting go thing, which is so irritating. Because it makes you look like you're the one who's not letting go, but really it's them that's not letting go, which is just facilitating you not letting go. But no one's going to understand that. Until you've dealt with a Scorpio who won't let you go, no one understands that. And then you have the Sun and the 5 of Swords. But you know what makes it really easy to let a toxic Scorpio go? When you see in the light of day all their dirt. Once you see the dirt for yourself, becomes easier. If you think you saw the dirt, just wait. There's more. And as this Sun card illuminates that which has been not so nice, it also brings you lots of opportunity, lots of great karmic, you know, here, take this. You deserve it for what you've been through. I think we should look at these cards, don't you? That was a read there at the end. Those last 5 cards, my head is spinning. Like, it revealed itself very slowly, but it's like, oh yeah, there's a little problem here in paradise, bro. Let's look at it. Happy Valentine's Day. Happy, looks like a new life. Really got to get rid of the old life, though. Especially the dead weight. No? There's not much comparison here, don't you think? And it comes down to worth. and how worthy or unworthy we have to feel to indulge in certain things. This is a read. Wow, wow. Okay, let's look. Love you, love you, love you. Oh, shout out Wild Oleander for the amazing nails. They're in Brooklyn. We're going to be doing our February event there. All that is on the website. Extendeds are on Vimeo. You already know that. There was something else I wanted to tell you. What was it? Oh, we're doing a satsang in Oakland, and the tickets are not on my site. Actually, you have to go to Tattoo Vision on Instagram, and they have everything there. But I'll link it to my site as well. Okay? Mwah. Love you. See you in a minute. Hi, Capricorn. Take a look. Let's go through it again. Air sign. New beginnings that are only facilitated by endings. A long committed a long committed road ahead. Focus on family oriented, love oriented, heart intelligence oriented. You in a place of great feeling, but be careful that that doesn't turn into despair, depression, loneliness, sadness. It's only impatience, really. It's feeling a lot plus impatience. What you must realize is that to get to the contentedness that you seek, there are a few things you really, really need to let go of. And I think even you don't realize how much you need to let go of it. I think on some level you feel like you already have, but there is this nagging pain, and it's mirrored here. Which is why the last four threw me. Because this Leo influence, it's trying, right? It's that Leo Aquarius axis. It's trying to protect you. But there is this element that is so specific, the Three of Swords and the Death card. And it has a very specific sort of pull. Like we said, it's very toxic, but I think it's trying to show you something more about you. Wherever that thing is, it doesn't have to be a Scorpio. Whatever it is that you know is an addiction for you, right? There. And it's coming up now because you have, from now until your season comes around again, you have a year from now to get rid of what looks like the only thing that's standing in your way. Excuse me. Wow, you guys really don't want to hear this. It's very interesting. I think it being so obvious actually irritates you more because there's no way to hide from it. It's pretty obvious. On the other side of letting this toxicity go is some good stuff, but the good stuff is going to come with even more revelations about this person, about this situation that you have. More revelations about you too, and how you take from yourself, which is why you would even indulge this situation. But overall, there is a sense of victory. And like we said, it has to do with worth. In the extended, I want to go one by one and clarify each one. And see if we can make some sense of how to deal with what seems like a dip the second week of February for everyone, where some really big choices have to be made. And the choices have to do with, what do we decide we want to feel? You know, Aquarius season is so of the mind. We are asked to use our mind instead of being led by our emotions, or in your case, being led by your stubbornness. and your emotions. Dangerous combination. We'll look here at this Ten of Swords and the Page of Wands. We have to be careful with our communications. Everyone does. Everyone runs the risk in February of saying things that they cannot take back. And although you are very measured in what you say, you do have this Knight of Swords and Ace of Swords there, which is very specifically saying you may find yourself being too harsh and only realizing later. So be very aware. All right, Capricorn, let's go right into the extended. Loves yous. See you in a minute.